national soccer team. These are like the future members of the women's national soccer team, getting their foundations in football, European football, football Mexicano, and she can run too. Yeah, look. So she's got to be like this. Oh, did she fall? Oh, poor dear. That's part of sports. You fall, you get up. That's what my dad would be telling me. Get up.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up and get up. All right, Dave. So what have we done so far? What have I done so far?
You did.
By the way, I like the shades, man. You look
Yeah, good.
You look hardcore. You look gangster.
You did about you did 100, then you ran back because I can't run today.
Right.
So
I run the 100, then I run halfway back to meet you, and then we walk around the track.
Yeah, so you did
so
that
I'm doing
about,
150s. I'm not doing 100s.
Yeah, but you did that about 5 or 6 times.
Right.
And then you did a 200 very fast.
Thank you.
And then you jumped rope, the best I've ever seen you jump rope with this incredible footwork.
Thank you very much. That's
Yeah.
the rope right there, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm working hard. Yeah, it was my my youngest daughter's birthday last Sunday. That's why we didn't do the Periscope last Sunday. And I ate a lot of cake and ice cream and dry salami on Ritz crackers with cheese. So I got to work all that crap off. And I can feel it, believe it or not. Yeah. So Dave, what did you think of HBO's triple header last night?
Loved it. It was
Hey,
incredible.
Team Ukraine and Team Aegis Klimas was representing.
It was really good. You know, the nail was incredible.
Say, speaking of the nail, this guy Rich0671 said he doesn't remember the last time the light heavyweight division was this strong from top to bottom. And it is a pretty deep division, 175. But you liked, I'm going to try to say his name, Oleksandr Gvozdzik.
I did like him a lot.
Or maybe it's Gvozdzik. And somebody asked, who wins, Mikey Garcia or Loma? I'm going to give Lomachenko a slight edge in that, for now, mythical matchup.
Except they're not going to fight.
Yeah,
That's the only thing.
Yeah, Boxnard, you should know that Mikey Garcia has 3 strikes against him. 1, he sued Bob Arum. 2, he's advised by Al Heyman. And 3, he's very close with Richard Schaefer. 3 strikes, you're out, homeboy.
Yeah.
All right.
It's too
But
bad.
you like, and then someone says Tank Davis versus Loma. Hey, Davis is a baby. You don't feed steak to a baby, and Loma is one tough steak, man. I think Lomachenko could ruin Gervonta Davis. Give Davis time. Give him another year of development. Let him get to 25-0. At least 25
I would take
fights.
a chance in Lomachenko against Crawford. I know
Yeah.
that's stepping up a lot, but
And that's the guy I see beating Lomachenko, by the way.
and they're both with Aaron, but
Right.
Lomachenko, I got him number 1 pound for pound now. I mean, this guy, what a show.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, and so is everyone else probably. but-
Boxnard said Crawford beats Loma, Dougie. I said that, homeboy. Outboxes. Oh, wait. Oh, outboxes Crawford? Wait, you're switching it? This dude says, first he says, oh, whatever. He
Well,
thinks
it's-
Lomachenko beats Crawford. Okay.
It's a no-lose thing for
Yeah.
Lomachenko.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I'd love to see that fight because I don't like Crawford that much.
Yeah.
And
Hey, my guess is Lomachenko's physical limit is 135 pounds. Just a hunch, looking at his body.
yeah, but maybe they could do that like at 138 or something
Yeah.
like that.
The money's right.
137 and a half.
Yeah.
But
But you liked Gvozdzik?
I loved him. I thought it was great. And the other guy,
Usyk, the cruiserweight?
He just the only reason I'm pulling for him is because of Tom Loeffler.
That's right. He's a K2 promoted
Right,
guy.
but he doesn't do that much for me. He just
Yeah.
seems weak. He throws a lot of arm punches.
He looked a little sloppy.
he's sort of, you know what he looks like?
But I think Michael Hunter was part of that equation. I think he's better than advertised. Definitely has got a lot of heart, got a good chin. But I thought Hunter boxed well from a distance, at least in the first 4 rounds, and then the Ukrainian title holder took over, in my view. And I think he took over with there was boxing and there was adjustments made, but really he's like a heavy volume, sporadic fighter. You know what I mean? He has sort of a sporadic offense, but He's very active for a big man.
You
And
know
when he
what he
lets those
looks
hands
like?
go, he does let them go.
What he looks like to me is a daytime actor trying to play in a boxing part.
Right.
You know, he doesn't do that much for me.
Yeah.
But I thought Hunter was incredible. They definitely should have stopped the fight a couple rounds earlier.
Tell me about it.
But I like Hunter a lot.
Those
And
referees in Washington, D.C., they should have, instead of the traditional referee outfit, they should have had like a pirate outfit or something like that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Man,
the fights were
crazy.
real good, and you know, I think Bernard's getting better. I mean, that's a pretty tough job to do. And I thought he was good.
I did too.
And I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward to some fight. The Klitschko fight, I'm really looking forward to, and also the Spence fight.
Who do you think beats Terrence Crawford? This guy asked me, and this other dude says Sosa has heart. Sosa has crazy heart. I hope to see Jason Sosa back in the ring as soon as I see Lomachenko back in the ring. I'd love to see Sosa against just another tough guy.
No, he is.
You know
tough.
what I mean?
He's tough. He's
yeah.
tough. So
there's I wouldn't mind seeing Sosa against Gervonta Davis.
So let
That's a
me
good
ask you a
test.
couple questions here.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But answer who beats Terrence Crawford at 140 pounds?
You asking me?
Yeah. I don't think anyone beats him at 140.
I think he's really good.
Yeah, I think there are welterweights that beat him.
Well, I give Lomachenko a chance against him.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, Lomachenko, I don't know how you get any better than he was last night.
Yeah.
I mean, he just got the whole thing. And plus, his endurance. I mean, the guy's in such shape. He never took a deep breath. And the way his footwork, his punching power, and, you know, he's got so much confidence now.
Yeah.
And but I tell you, the nail. Did you notice he could speak English?
His English is really good.
And they were
and,
saying,
and as you pointed out earlier, off camera, not a lot of tattoos on that guy.
yeah, I know.
He gets points for that, huh?
He does. But supposedly he stays in Oxnard. So
Yeah.
he doesn't go home between each fight.
So he's immersed himself.
So the Robert Garcia boxing
But everybody should know Lomachenko speaks English. His English is just as good as Sergey Kovalev or Triple G's.
Well, there's actually, I was watching it on, it was either YouTube
Yeah,
or
there's
something.
YouTube videos. I'm
Yeah,
speaking
no,
on ringtv.com.
Yeah, no,
he's
his
talking to
English
the media. It's
Yeah,
good.
his English is very
He
good.
just, whatever. He doesn't feel comfortable enough saying it on HBO after a fight, but
No,
you should
he's
get
really
over that. Yeah.
Anyway, he's growing on me, and I mean, how he's progressed. I mean, the guy is just, I don't know how you get better than he is.
Yeah,
And-
he's just 13-0.
and plus, 13-0.
Vozdik.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
talking about Lomachenko?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lomachenko doesn't even have 10 fights
No,
yet.
Lomachenko is 8-1,
Yes.
and both the other guys are.
Yeah, they have under
Undefeated.
13. Yeah, yeah. Usyk is like
Usyk,
12-0
yeah.
now.
I mean, he was a world champ at 10th
Or
fight.
Usyk is 12-0 or 13-0.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah. No, he's 12-0 now.
Yeah. Okay.
With 11 knockouts.
What's the deal with Stevenson not giving a contender a shot in the light heavyweight division? Yeah, it's real simple. If he doesn't have to, if the sanctioning organization doesn't force it, and if his management doesn't force it, and he's making good money, I think Adonis Stevenson figures, why should I risk my neck? I honestly think it's that simple. Oh my God, this is obligatory. Brook versus Spence. Who you going for? This is from James Street. I don't know, James T. I slightly favor Spence, but we'll see as the fight gets closer. Pac-Man versus Crawford. Who wins? I like Bud Crawford.
Easily.
I don't know about easy, but I think
I
he
like
beats him.
But Aaron's, it's pretty interesting what Aaron was so cool about that whole thing.
And this guy says that's a Mayweather tactic, what Stevenson's doing. Yeah. Well, it worked out a lot better for Mayweather than it did
Yeah.
Adonis Stevenson. But Stevenson's doing okay.
So do you think Mayweather's going to fight McGregor?
Yeah, I think it's very possible.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, if it happens, I'm gonna
It's too much money.
schedule my family vacation around that time, or just take a little break. Have a staycation.
Hey, everyone wins at that thing
Yeah, exactly.
except the UFC reputation.
I guess so.
He has
What do
no
they
way
care?
of winning that fight.
Yeah. Whatever.
But we're talking about it.
There you go. That's what it is.
It's all good. So
So
anyway,
Dave, you got some
I got some
questions
quick.
for me, huh?
Okay, so I'm going to start with this. Whose birthday was it yesterday?
Well, hold on. I gotta skip some rope, right?
Oh, yeah,
That's
okay.
not- I'm not doing it right if I just stand here, right? By the way, both Dave and I are representing Garcia Boxing.
Yeah. And I have
I thought they were retired.
Eloy Sanchez, Eloy Perez. Eloy Perez.
I boxed him in 2010.
And
I got a gift decision.
And I gotta tell you,
Eloy, he handled it great.
I saw him train with Rios, Brandon Rios.
Oh, my
the
God.
best
He was
I have ever seen a guy look in the gym
Hey, listen.
was Eloy Perez.
Let me tell you something. I had just the other day. Remember I told you I stayed up too late talking to people through Twitter. So I kind of got into an argument with people about Lomachenko and the lightweight division, and everyone's like, Lomachenko's the best out there, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he's definitely better than Gary Russell Jr., Rocky Martinez, Nicholas Walters, and Jason Sosa. That doesn't make you number one pound for pound, and it doesn't automatically mean you wipe your butt with all the lightweights out there. And so when we start talking about lightweights, and these people are saying, hey, man, if the ring rankings are so good, where's Ray Beltran ranked? Because we don't have Beltran ranked in the top 10. He could be top 10, but he was ranked, and then he got popped for doing some kind of PED, and then we got dropped, and he came back and looked good against a prospect, but he still has to beat like a top 10 contender to get back in. But Ray Beltran, badass, no doubt about it. He was a top lightweight contender, former title challenger. Should have got the title against Ricky Burns in Scotland. I saw Eloy Perez spar him a couple times at Wild Card. No problem. Yeah. Eloy had no problem. I mean, I think Beltran was a little bit embarrassed. This is a guy who spars with Pacquiao and stuff.
Yeah. No, Eloy Perez was incredible.
Yeah, he was.
But what got him?
Right.
Women. That's what happened. Women and drugs.
Yeah. Cocaine doesn't help.
So, okay, so whose birthday was it yesterday? And how old was he?
Jim Lampley?
It was Jim Lampley's birthday,
Yeah,
but that
Jim
wasn't the one.
Michael Buffer? No.
A fighter.
A fighter? Birthday yesterday. It wasn't Klitschko's birthday, was it? Vladimir
Triple G.
Klitschko? Huh?
Triple G.
Oh, Triple G, 35. Was that yesterday?
Yeah, the 8th.
How could I forget that? Yeah. He's 35. Just
Yeah,
turned
the
35.
same day as Jim Lampley. How old was Jim Lampley?
He's in his 60s, right?
Must be. Okay.
We'll keep that a mystery. I think Lampley has aged very well.
Okay, so I want to know on April 12th, 1981, and on April 12th, 1989, two of the all-time great fighters died.
On April
12th.
1981,
Yep.
it was Jack Dempsey,
No.
Joe Louis.
Yep. And how old was he?
I don't know, in his 70s, 78.
66.
Oh, he wasn't even 70. Wow. Gosh.
Okay. And April 12th, also 1989.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
How old was he?
I don't know. Was he 60s as well? Late 60s?
67.
His careers took a toll. Robinson, 200 fights.
Hey, if you ever just want to get off, just look in YouTube for Sugar Ray Robinson jumping rope.
Wow.
Oh my God, it's so incredible. You just watch it forever. It's really good.
Wow.
Okay,
So how old was Robinson?
67.
67. And how old was Lewis?
66.
Wow. Sad.
I mean, was Sugar Ray Robinson one of the coolest guys of all time?
God, yeah. He was
I mean, just like, oh my
it's like the
God.
prototype of like the
Oh, God.
big shot boxer, pro
Yeah.
athlete with the entourage.
Yeah,
Had his bar. He was into the cars and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had the whole.
what color car?
Well, he had a pink Cadillac.
Yeah, pink. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a restaurant in Harlem.
Yeah.
You know, I have this picture of him doing the pull-ups.
Pull up at the sign outside. Yeah, it's famous, kind of.
So, okay, on April 10th, 2004, there was a heavyweight fight. Big
April
upset.
10th. So these are fights in April. Big fights or notable things in April.
There's a guy named Dougie Fisher.
Wait, April
10th.
Oh, 2010.
2004.
2004.
Yeah, and there's this boxing writer, journalist called Dougie Fisher, and he was one of the only guys who picked this guy to win.
Oh, this has got to be Layman Brewster beating Vladimir Klitschko for the WBO heavyweight title.
Right.
You know who the happiest guy at the Mandalay Bay was that night? Sam Simon.
Right.
Brewster's manager at the time.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I was at home, so I got to cheer.
Yeah, but you're the only guy who picked him.
Yeah.
And he got the crap kicked out of him.
The fight went exactly the way I thought it would go. Only I thought Klitschko would burn out in 3 rounds and get knocked out in 4. He burnt out in 4 rounds, got knocked out in 5.
He did, yeah. Okay.
And I had almost, by the way, once it got out of 3 rounds, and Layman didn't get him in the 4th round, and Layman went down at the end of the round. And remember, Layman used to wear a knee brace.
Yeah.
So he goes down and he gets up and his leg wobbles. And I'm like, it's over. And then, you know, boxing gives us what it gives us. These incredible moments where the hopeless underdog whips ass.
Okay. So what was? Tell me Lamont Brewster's record when he retired.
I have no idea. I'm gonna say he had wins into the late 20s, high 20s. How many losses would he have had? He lost to Cliff Etienne. He lost to Charles Shuford.
Yeah.
I was at that fight.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay.
That was in Detroit, actually. That was a Floyd Mayweather.
And
card.
what the stadium?
Cobo Arena.
Yeah, you got it. Cobo Hall.
Cobo Hall. Yeah, I was there.
Okay. And what was Charlie Shuford's record?
He only had 1 loss. He was at like 20 and 20 and something.
He was 15-0 at that time.
Oh, he was undefeated. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and when
he box.
Okay, and where did he fight Clifford Etienne?
Etienne, I don't remember. Was that Biloxi? That was a boxing after dark. No, it was a KO Nation card. I don't remember. Right. I wasn't there for that.
Right,
one.
that's his first loss.
That's when he blew his knee out. Like, he went down and then he blew his leg out.
That was his first loss.
Yeah, and he got the crap. So he lost to Etienne, then he lost to Charlie Shuford.
Yeah.
And then I don't think he lost again.
Yeah.
Got dropped by Top Rank after the Shuford loss. Don King picked him up, and he was kind of on those unseen Don King undercards.
Yeah.
Sam Simon said sometimes Don would just forget to pay him. just slip his mind to pay him, whatever. So I think he had 2 losses. I just think he had 2 losses.
Well, for his whole career.
When he fought, for his whole career. Okay. Then he lost to the White Wolf, Sergey Lyahovich, in a great fight.
Yeah.
Oh my! Layman Brewster's title run was so exciting and so dramatic. And then he lost the rematch to Vladimir Klitschko, and then he went overseas and lost once or twice to some of these European guys, like that Nordic guy, the Nordic Nightmare. I can't think of his name.
But remember that?
So maybe he had like 5 or 6 losses.
Remember that one win he had against the German guy?
Oh my God, Krasnicki.
Yeah, was that
he knocked him out
fight?
twice.
Yeah.
You know how people make a joke when a guy goes overseas to another guy's home territory, and says he's gonna knock him out twice to win. Like Brewster actually did that.
Yeah.
And he was losing the fight. Krasnicki fought the fight of his life. It was on Max Schmeling's birthday, and Schmeling was still alive.
And do you know who?
Hey, Schmeling almost hit 100.
And do you know who Brewster's trainer was then?
90s. Brewster's had, his first real trainer was one of the last great ones in this area. It was Bill Slayton.
Yeah, but
and
then after
Shadid Saluki took over, and then Jesse Reed took over.
Jesse Reed. was the trainer in that fight.
Yeah.
And that I thought he hit his peak with that.
He did.
With him and Jesse Reed.
Yeah, they had a good rapport.
And then he dropped.
It was higher volume.
Then
he was more
dropped
offensive.
Jesse Reed.
Yeah.
Right after that fight. That was that was an incredible fight.
And then he dropped Sam Simon.
And Sam, oh my God, that killed Sam Simon.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
I
where?
was one of Heyman's early acquisitions.
Yeah. I know. He stole him away.
Yeah. That's part of boxing.
Yeah, and that's part of Lamont Brewster.
Yeah. Yes,
and he's a great guy.
He is. I love him. I love him.
So where was when he beat Klitschko? Where was that fight?
That was Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas.
You're right.
And the only reason I wasn't there was because Josephine had either just been born or she was due.
Yeah.
What day was it?
No, it was just before she was born.
Okay, yeah, because she was born the 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was Klitschko's record when he went into that fight?
He had 2 losses. He had the loss to I forgot who the journeyman was. Might have been, was it Ross Purity? Probably
Ross Purity.
The Boss Purity. Yeah, you could take a shot. And then it was he got zapped by the late Corey Sanders, the South African dude, southpaw. So he was probably in the 30s and just 2 losses.
Yeah,
40, a lot of knockouts.
42-2.
Oh, 42-2. What a record.
Yeah.
He's got a good record, doesn't he? Klitschko. Jeez.
Wow. Hey, but you know who saved him?
Manuel Stewart.
Totally.
Rebuilt him. Stewart was good doing that with heavyweights.
So I'm really rooting for Klitschko in this fight, but I just think...
oh, you mean against Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, but I just think that Father Time's got him.
A lot of people hope you're right.
Yeah, well, I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'm
that's what's funny.
I'm really rooting for Klitschko. I really like Klitschko.
Yeah, he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman scholar.
Yeah, and he's smart. And
he's super smart. Are you kidding me? God.
Okay,
the Klitschkos are no joke, man.
So do you think we have time for some more questions? Or?
Yeah, just a couple more.
Okay, I'll give you a couple. Okay, so this is...
Their attention span's not the same. We don't have Tom Loeffler with us. So.
Plus, we had so many more people watch this with Tom Loeffler.
Oh, yeah. I could do the internet trick and say, Tom Loeffler. May show.
Yeah. Did you send him the check for last time?
No, I haven't yet. I gotta get on that. I gotta work some LA fight clubs to get up the capital.
Tom Loeffler, our hero.
Yeah.
So these are the questions they asked him a couple of weeks ago. The 10 most famous boxing matches ever held at Madison Square Garden.
Well, number one's got to be the fight of the century, Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier.
It is.
What could beat that?
Okay, so I'll give you, these are the lists they had.
Hey, let me give you my favorite, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Bernard Hopkins upsetting Felix Trinidad, not long, 2 weeks after 9/11.
Yeah.
Felix Trinidad winning the middleweight title, WBA middleweight title from William Joppy in May of 2001.
I was at that fight.
That was, what an atmosphere.
Yeah, that was at what time the fight
Miguel
go off?
Cotto stopping Zab Judah, New York native, Brooklyn's own, in the 11th round of a fun fight. What an environment. Top Rank did a great job filling that arena for that fight. Triple G against David Lemieux was something else.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you. That was something special. But fights that I wasn't at, that I grew up, watching on VHS tape, Roberto Duran beating Davey Moore on his 32nd birthday, I think, in 1983.
And that was the first sellout at Madison Square Garden in 15 years.
Yeah, several years.
Who was on the undercard?
Oh, wasn't that tragic bout? Billy Collins against Jeffrey Resto?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's ugly. And Roberto Duran beat Carlos Palomino at the Garden as well. He won his lightweight title against Ken Buchanan at the Garden. But there were so many great fights at the Garden. I'm sure Sugar Ray Robinson had some fights there. Didn't he regain his middleweight title from Randy Turpin at Madison Square Garden? Or was that one of the other New York? Because New York had a lot of venues,
He beat Henry Armstrong there.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a popular. I bet you they had a
and also, here, I'll give you another one. Okay, who on October 2nd, 1942, at Madison Square Garden.
Wait, what was the year?
1942. Ray Rob. Oh.
Yeah, he just gave it away. Hey, but I'll tell you who he fought. I'll tell you who he fought. Okay. So if it's 1942, it's early in his career. He probably wasn't even a full-grown welterweight yet. He might have been more of a lightweight or junior welterweight, even though I don't think junior welterweights existed back then, or the division didn't exist. So he would have been in his second year as a pro. And did he fight somebody who was notable?
Yeah, totally.
Was it Fritzy Zivic? No? Was it Marty Servo? Let me think. Okay.
He fought him 4 times.
Just 4 times?
Well, I think 5.
Then it's
5 times.
So it's the first fight with LaMotta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and LaMotta was probably over the middleweight division, and Robinson was probably 143 or 144 pounds. Same day weigh-ins.
And that was the next year he fought Henry Armstrong there.
Yeah. Well, you know, I wonder if he fought like the Golden Gloves finals there. I wonder if they used to have those there.
Okay, I'll give you this one.
Probably,
okay.
Dave.
Who fought? This is a famous fight. October 26, 1951.
October 6, 1951.
Which I watched on TV.
Uh-huh.
Someone came out of retirement.
This is 1951?
Yeah. Someone came out of heavyweights.
Oh, so is this God, who could it be? Was it Joe Louis against Ezra Charles?
Joe Louis came out of retirement. You're close. You're close.
Oh, to fight against Rocky Marciano?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the thing about that was, I think Louis had a string of wins before fighting Marciano. I think he beat some just like mid-range dudes, you know. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, you're right. So when the hell did Louis fight Ezra Charles then? So I think he retired after the second Jersey Joe Walcott fight, right? And then he came back because he was broke.
So this one's really, you'll remember this one. This was July 11th, 1996. And they carried Lou Duva out.
Oh, is this Riddick Bowe in the first fight with the foul pole, Andrew Galata?
Yeah.
That was bizarre television, I tell you what.
Yeah, that was.
That was crazy.
Riddick Bowe was totally out of shape.
Yeah.
And
getting the piss beat out of him,
he won. How did he win?
Disqualification.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
I think he won both fights by disqualification.
Yes, he did, yeah. Hey, did Riddick Bowe blow? Oh, my God.
Well, he had like $100 million deal with HBO. He had an endorsement deal with Hanes Underwear. And Eddie Futch was in one of the commercials, like giving him a massage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Rock Newman, sort of his promoter / manager, did a good job with him, though.
He did.
Because he wasn't expected to do a whole lot.
And Riddick Bowe came to your fight.
Oh, yeah. Which fight was it? Oh, yeah, who he was fighting.
Yeah.
The night that I did that exhibition with Eloy Perez, both Riddick Bowe and the late Tommy Morrison were also, they should have been the main event. I don't know why Eloy, I guess Eloy is local, you know. But they put cops in there with them. These cops had been training for like 6 weeks, and they were jacked up. And I don't know what they were thinking, but they took it to these heavyweights. And Riddick Bowe, he's a big old teddy bear. He could play around with guys. Morrison, he doesn't play that shit. I mean, this dude hit Morrison with something Morrison didn't like, and Morrison put that left hook and like just bent the dude's nose over. I don't know if it was broken. It probably was because there was so much blood. I didn't see it happen. I saw the aftermath. The dude came downstairs while I was getting my hands wrapped. I freaked out. I'm like, what the fuck kind of exhibitions are these? And Dean's like, Doug, calm down. I don't know what's going on. It's never been, because like the whole card, people were getting busted
Yeah.
up. Like, it was some crazy. They even had like a female fight, and these women were not young, man. They might have been in their 50s. They beat the hell out of each other. It came down. Everyone was coming down, busted up with blood, and I'm like, whoa, y'all didn't say nothing. I didn't really train, and I'm not here to spill blood. And they're all like, and Max had fun with it, and Eloy had fun with me too. It was like, come on, man, you know, listen, I'm just gonna try to knock you out for one round. And I was like, Dean, I'll get up and walk, man. He's like, Doug, I promise you it's not gonna be like this. I don't know what's going on with these other matches, but it's not gonna be that way with you and Eloy. Eloy's just messing with me. I'm like, all right, man, you know. It was all good. Eloy's a good guy. So, but man, it's something else when you're, you know, when you're in that little area where they have fighters, like at the dressing room area, and they're all talking, and then one by one they go and they go upstairs to this ballroom, and then it's quiet, and then you hear this, ah! And then it dies down, and these people come back, and they're like, like a spit, and like, oh shit! It's an interesting experience. I wouldn't recommend it for everyone, but I would recommend it for boxing writers, you know, just to get that experience, the experience of competition, the experience of nerves,
Yeah.
the experience of like feeling confident and then having no confidence from moment to moment, like a couple weeks out, like being really up for it, like, yeah, man, I think I'm gonna show them what I got, you know, and then like the week of, like, what am I, crazy? What am I doing this for? I don't have time for this shit, you know. And then like to being there, to being like, oh, this is pretty cool, and then like, oh shit, am I up next? You know, like those butterflies, and then feeling like feeling real strong, and then like you're walking to the ring, you're like, I have no energy, I have no strength, I don't even know where I am, I'm dizzy, what's going on? You know, it's just like this roller coaster. It really is. You got to be very mentally strong for boxing, and just it's like your belief, but also you have to have a high degree of focus, and I mean, confidence is important, but you know, you also just have to keep your head and keep your focus and not get distracted.
And then you have to be against a guy who doesn't want to knock the crap out of you.
Right.
You know, that helps a lot.
I think Eloy kind of came up and nailed me in the ear with like right in the ear. You know what I mean? With like a not like the knuckle part of the glove, but like this part, you know? And it doesn't hurt. You know, if you see it, you mentally prepare for it. You know, it's been a long time since I've been hit. Like, I'd sparred like back like 20 years prior, you know what I mean? But it'd been a while, and it's like, it's jarring. It's not so much like the sharpness of the pain, but it's just like, this dude just hit me, you know what I mean? But it was good. It kind of like woke me up, and I got to my jab, and I was switch hitting, and I was sticking and moving, but I tell you what, after 3 rounds, like my legs were shaking. Like I was probably in shape to run a few laps, but you know, it's different.
It's all different
in the ring. Yeah, it's totally different.
Plus the nerves.
Yeah, the nerves do something. But hey, that was an honor being there, talking shop with, or not even talking shop, just listening to Riddick Bowe and Tommy Morrison talk about the good old days. Those two were characters. Holy shit, man. Yeah. And good guys, too. Real good guys. So, anyways, we've rambled on.
Yeah.
We've gone long.
Yeah. Anyway,
I've had a good workout, though.
That's
Hope
good.
folks have enjoyed watching us. Hey, before we sign off, I got to say, drive carefully, folks. Don't be in a rush. Don't be on your cell phone. Don't get distracted. Just like boxers, you got to be focused. Even be careful pulling out of your damn driveway. I got to, like, where I live. Speed down the residential streets, but eat right, drink lots of water, get your rest, don't stress out, don't hate nobody, love everybody, and by all means, by any means necessary, take the high road, always.